So we finally got our first official look at Link and Zelda from the new Legend of Zelda movie that's coming out in 2027. However, I think this is coming to us because over the weekend we had our first unofficial look at Link and Zelda and perhaps two other characters. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So first we'll start here with what was just released over in the Nintendo Today app, and that's these three official images from the Legend of Zelda movie. Now the movie is set to release May 7th and is being directed by Wes Ball, who is the one who did the Maze Runner trilogy and Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. And he did say that they were kind of focusing on perhaps a Studio Ghibli-inspired look to this movie, and you can see from the images here, they're kind of on target. First we have this picture of the two of them together, so you're not zoomed in a little bit, but you got that nice landscape back there, all nice and green. And then we have two closer-up headshots of each character. First we have Zelda being played by Bo Bragason. And then next we have Link being played by Benjamin Evan Ainsworth. And Zelda pretty much looks here what we would expect to see. We've got the blonde hair, we've got a quiver of arrows on her back. It looks like maybe she has some type of braiding done in her hair. We've got a necklace going around her neck, and we don't get a whole lot more from this shot here. And then if we move back to the image of Ainsworth here as Link, you can see, yeah, he definitely dyed his hair blonde. And you can see the top of that green tunic. And if we go back to the zoomed out shot of both of them, you get a little better shot here of the tunic. And looking closer just at the Link outfit here, you can see some, I guess, design around the front side of the tunic. And you can definitely see this is more of, say, like a Twilight Princess style Link here than what we had in Breath of the Wild. However, if you look at Zelda, she has more of a blue tunic that you would see from Breath of the Wild. So they really seem to have combined both of those looks here, which really says to me this will be its own story that's going to be basically inspired, I guess, by all the lore from the various Zelda games. And I do have to wonder why Nintendo decided to release this now. Okay, well, I don't wonder. I pretty much know why they've released this now, and that's because over the weekend we had this leaked footage from the filming. Now we know the movie's being filmed in New Zealand, and there were two videos that were posted over on Instagram by two different accounts, and I'm not sure if this is the same person and it's just separate accounts, because one of them looks to be sort of a cut and edit of the same footage of the other one with just a little bit more at the beginning. And we'll just start with a still image from that beginning. You can see here the back of Link. And I just wanted to take a look at this image here up close of Link from the back, because the official images we have just have him from the front. So again, you can see that green tunic, you can kind of see the straps going around his waist and over his shoulder. Again, this pretty much lining up with those earlier Link images rather than what we have from, say, Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom. And the next I want to take a look at this video, and this is what I saw leak out over the weekend first, and I do have a link to all these in the description below, and you can see the posters here, name in the upper right hand corner. But we basically have a scene here with a bunch of horses. We have Zelda walking around talking to someone that appears to be Impa, and we'll take a closer look at her in just a second. And then you see all the filming crew around them, and then what appears to be another person in the background who's definitely kind of watching what's going on. So this is a character, you can see he's all dressed, and we'll look at him a little bit closer too. So let's first take a look at closer images of what appears to be Impa here. And this definitely appears to be a young Impa. We have the gray silverish hair. And she kind of reminds me here of the Impa we saw in Hyrule Warriors, but if I had to pick something that was more canon, I would say she looks closer to this iteration here from Ocarina of Time. So it'll definitely be interesting to see what role Impa will play here. Now, we wonder who's playing the role of Impa, and so far the consensus seems to be that this is Dichen Lachman. Now, I'm not familiar with her, but apparently she starred in Jurassic Park movies, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and Dollhouse. Now, I did see Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Dollhouse, and she doesn't really stick out to me. I'd have to go back and watch those because it's been a while. And we'll take a look at these side by side. You have her here on the zoomed in from the leak footage, and then you have this image here from the interwebs that kind of matches the same profile, and it does seem to match up. So you all tell me in the comments what you think. Do you believe this might actually be our Impa? But then there's one other character I see in the background here, and that's this guy here with the beard, and he appears to be maybe a soldier. Now this could just be an extra, but I haven't really seen anybody talking much about who this might be. I do have to wonder if this might be some type of soldier that might have sort of a more lead part in the movie. But if you have any ideas, drop a comment below and let us know. And just looking through the footage here, I don't see any other actors that could be involved. There's a whole lot of extras here, but if you spot anybody extra in here that could be an actor, let us know as well. So let me know what you think about all this. Is this the kind of look that you were expecting from the Zelda movie? And does this give you those Studio Ghibli vibes? And do you think we're going to see any more leaks coming out on the footage? Or do you think they're going to have security swarming all around to make sure that no one's sneaking up and videotaping anything? And what other characters do you think may be in this movie besides Link, Zelda, and Impa? Obviously, we're going to have Ganondorf some point in here. I would imagine they've already picked out somebody to play Ganon or Ganondorf, whatever iteration we're going to have here. Who do you think would make a good actor to play him? Drop your comments below and let me know your thoughts. And if you liked the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, consider doing so. It really does help the channel out quite a bit. I want to thank you for watching and be good.